Welcome to the channel. From South Florida, I'm Dave.
And here in Dallas, I am Q.
And today we're going to talk about how do you know what customers want and what they're going to react to. So find out to help you, your team, your organization with better ways of working.
Better ways of working.
All right, Q. So I'm really interested in Kano surveys. Can you tell me how that can help a team figure out what customers want?
Yeah, it's a very interesting technique, and you can read a lot about that stuff. Kano is about how people perceive things, right? So imagine you're going to start a new cell phone company. Not a good idea because very few people succeed. But you have to have something that the customer perceives as an advantage, right? So there's basic stuff. You expect a cell phone to have a camera, right? I mean, I don't see anybody selling a cell phone with a camera. Now, you can have that experience enhanced by have multiple cameras. So one has a zoom factor that's software, the other one is zoom factor that's by hardware, usually better zoom. But you have that thing that's the wow factor, right? And that's where all the things come to play, and Samsung does something, Apple does something else, and there is nothing now that's a startup. But over time, these things become common, right? And then you have to keep adapting. Like the first phones, when they showed up with cameras, everybody, oh, that's pretty cool. Now we cannot sell you one phone without camera. So Kano is about the perceptions. It's about what people want to see. And it's not about, do you think this is a great idea or not? It's about how do you feel about something? You want to have it, you can live with it, it's irrelevant to you. There's always just a number of questions and a number of possible answers. And you can also use Kano to help prioritize features, which is something people like me who are into product management, we are very much fond of it.
Yeah, so thanks for that explanation. So here's an example of a Kano survey. Now, let's just say Q and I were thinking about having a class online, and we wanted to find out what features you all would like. So there's lots of different platforms that'll help you create Kano surveys. We're not endorsing any one of them. This one is Kano Plus. We don't have any affiliation with any of them, but this is how we just set it up. So again, you want to give your participants some instructions. So here, this is the product. Let's just say we're going to do a training class. Please rate your feelings about the presence and the absence of a particular feature. So here's the product that we are looking at, which is cohort training. And this is where we talk about the different features of that. So for example, feature number 1, assignments in between sessions, having students apply what was discussed and report back in the next session. How would you feel if you had this feature? I like it, I expect it, I'm neutral, I can tolerate it, I dislike it. So let's say, I think I'm neutral about it. But how would you feel if you did not have this feature? I like it, I expect it, I'm neutral, I can tolerate it, I dislike it. So maybe I like it that it doesn't have assignments. So Q, is this on par with how this is supposed to work?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because sometimes people say, well, I'm kind of neutral about that. And then you ask them, what about if that's missing? No, 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 no. I need that.
Right.
So it's about perceptions. Kano is about perceptions. Every product has to hit that particular nerve. And it's not easy to have a product that hits the nerves of everybody, right? So what you try to see is where is the majority that I can serve based on that, right? It's like, I really want this and I cannot live without it. Oh, that's one thing, right? Yeah, I'm kind of neutral about that, but it's also neutral if it's not there. Well, that perhaps is not that important. That's why I said you can actually use Kano for prioritization.
Yeah. And we've got a few more features on here. Like if we're going to talk about Lean and Agile in this class, what's the format of the class? If we do it on Zoom a couple times in the evening for a few weeks, do you want a certification out of it? How would you feel about that? What's your perceptions, right? If we had a Slack or a Discord, what about that? And then all the rage is artificial intelligence. So how would you feel if we included stuff about artificial intelligence in the class? So all these things, you'd have those two questions. How would you feel if you had this feature? How would you feel if you did not have the feature? Okay, so right now, since we don't have anybody that actually took the survey, maybe we'll do a follow-up video and we'll see what this looks like. So we've got the 6 features here. And then as people answer both questions for each feature, then we'll have a table here that we can see basically what are the things that are really attractive and would do well in our product, and then which things would actually deter people from the product, right, Q?
Absolutely.
So, folks, help us out. There's a link in the description. Take the survey. This is May 2024, so we're going to probably keep it open for about a month. And like I said, we'll do a follow-up video. Again, we're not promoting any one type of platform, and this is just for informational purposes. And we will talk about it more when we get the results. So help us out. And until next time, thank you very much. Bye bye.